Hi Libra, Three of Cups. All right. Queen of Swords, there you are Libra. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. Okay, so two sevens. 10 of Wands. Five of Cups. The Moon. Okay. So. All right. So are we talking about somebody who did something deceptive here? Somebody who cheated, perhaps? What's this Queen of Swords about for Libra? This is Queen of Swords for Libra. We got someone who won't take responsibility for what they've done. And is it kind of the... Okay, so just hear me out on this. So is it that somebody messed up and they know they messed up, and the only kind of power or efficacy you have is not letting them atone, like not accepting their apology? Because at least that's something, because if you were, then they would just be like, they would, in your mind, you feel like they know they could screw you over again. So they only, so there's like this sweet spot of them knowing you're mad at them and things haven't ended, but you won't let them atone or accept their apology, and it's kind of kept them in the timeout position. But things aren't over. You know what I mean? So it's like, at least this is some kind of efficacy that you matter, because this is somebody that's done something disrespectful. This Page of Wands, that's perhaps we're dealing with somebody that's kind of immature or did something childish, or it's just impulsive enough, or is like, we'll go run and do something and then hope, you know, beg for forgiveness afterwards, because it's easier than to think about my impulsivity or my choices beforehand. I'm gonna go do it and satisfy that itch, and then I'm gonna come back and apologize up and down, left and right, and hope that that will, but I'm not gonna not do it. I'm gonna go do what I want to do, but then I'm gonna apologize like crazy afterwards and hopefully wear you down. And so then we come to you kind of not accepting the apology and not really letting them off the hook, because there's that sweet spot where they're still kind of in the timeout or the shamey corner. And yet, if you were to accept their apology and think that you're moving forward, they'd be like, okay, good. I've got Libra where I want him. Okay, right, fine, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I apologize, whatever. So this is kind of a way to keep them on notice. At least it feels that way, but really not, because it's keeping you grounded also. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. It's this Queen of Swords for Libra. This Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups. All right, what's this? It's this Seven of Wands here for Libra. It's a Seven of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. What's this Seven of Swords? It's this Seven of Swords. This also, fully aware that we've got Ronageddon going on. We're all sequestered in place. What better time to heal from something or invest in our emotional well-being? Just saying. All right, seven. Unless you're a first responder or essential worker, thank you for your service. Okay, Seven of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. Just 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups. All right, what's this? Five of Cups. Temperance, that could be Sagittarius. All right, so this is, I'm preaching the choir when I say you need to let this go, right? Because ideally this is you working on that part, letting go, but for some reason you haven't. I think it's oh boy. Yep. Sorry. Shit. I almost brought somebody's underwear down. All right. Oh, it's hers. Okay. I don't know if I told you. We buy her packs of, you know, tidy whities or whatever, and we have a little pot because she likes to carry them and nest with them everywhere. Nobody uses them, but okay. All right, she's good. Okay, we buy her socks and under things, and so she brought down a pair of her. Yeah. What was I saying? Sorry. This is I forgot what I was saying. But this is somebody that they don't have a lot of... You're not the first person they're going to do this to, and you're not the last, because this is someone who has issues with trusting someone. This is someone who... There could be some mother issues here. This could be somebody that kind of runs around and acts like a child because they've got mother issues, because their mom was kind of overbearing with them. And I know that's getting really specific, but this could very well be somebody that has some issues with strong female women, or just has issues with the female aspect of the relationship. In terms of themselves, that self-care, they could have had a really overbearing matriarch in the family. And this is kind of somebody that doesn't want that responsibility, so they cheat on relationships. They don't value their partner, because at some point it starts to wear down on them. It starts to bear down. It starts to be a lot of work, and they don't want work. They just want the fun. They just want it to be all about them, because it's kind of like they were burdened all of their life. So now they're going to get theirs. And if they're in a relationship, they're going to be serviced. They're going to be waited on. And they're always going to be looking out for ways to have their needs met first, because they are done with someone burdening them or needing them. Because it could be that they were overburdened by some matriarchs, or, you know, they were just expected to care for family members early on in their life when they weren't ready to. When they were too little, they had to be like the parent because they had emotionally immature parents or something. That could be that this is someone that has an innate distrust of women, right? Because of that. Women are a lot of work. Oh God, they always want this, they always want that. They're so demanding. If it's not that, it just could be that somebody that doesn't want to have to invest that much in a relationship. They just want their needs met. Anything beyond that is just too much work. I don't have time for that. It's all about me, that sort of thing. And enough. And that's someone that goes and does what they want first and then wants to apologize after the fact. No, the apology counts before you make a stupid decision. Before you disrespect me, that's when the apology counts. That's when because then you don't have to apologize. Then you think about your actions and realize, oh man, that's going to be really crappy on the receiving end. I shouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this. But one of the things we lack when we're out to get ours and we're out in front is we lack empathy. We don't see the other person's point of view, or we do, and it makes us mad because why do I always have to think of everybody else? When's it going to be about me? And then it's just this really weird cycle of them running around doing all this impulsive stuff in the name of, I have to come first in my life. And it's like, nobody's saying different. But if you say you're going to be somewhere, I do expect you to show up. Or if you say you're going to do something, I do expect you to do that. I'm not trying to take away from your self-care, but I do need to be able to count on you. And they're like, why do you hate me? Oh my God. Okay. So I'm not projecting. I'm not, but this is somebody that just, any kind of expectancy of them is very tedious. And yet they're very strategic about getting their needs met. This is someone that is probably married but has a string of affairs going on. And maybe you found out that they were married. Maybe you didn't even know that. And then you find out. And they're just like, yeah, I was going to tell you, but... What's this moon card about? Alright. So we got intuition and we got secrets here. So this is about being able to trust your intuition when you know something isn't right, and calling it on that instead of going, okay, I'm just going to have faith and trust. This person doesn't deserve that from you because they've hurt you before, and to continually call on your good nature to be able to trust them or to have faith, or, we've got this really crazy connection. Yeah, and you crap on it every time. I'm out. That is what's going on here. We've got someone that doesn't respect relationship boundaries. If it's not the whole, getting into way specifics about the family issues and whatnot, and the matriarchs and all that, this is someone in general that doesn't want to do the work that partnership takes. This is someone that's always going to have a side piece, male or female. But this is someone, and they'll beg for forgiveness, and they want you to, remember the connection that you and I have, babe. Well, it only works if you contribute to it. And it's not, you two aren't on the same page. This feels too like you've got a really great physical connection, and the person makes sure you do, because they need you available for them. They need you because they don't want to just be at home with their partner or just sitting at home. Now, Ronageddon, I get it. We're all at home. But you're doing a lot of thinking about this, and they're not really. If they are, and they're telling you about it, you two are texting, social media and all that, it's going to be the same old when you come out of this. This is your chance to break free and not go back. And I hope that you do, because this is more of the same if you do. I mean, I hope you break free, because if you do reconnect with this person, you can't fix what's going on with them. They need to address their issues of why they can't stay with one person, why they can't be honest and respectful and value a partner or a contribution from another human being. They've got issues with being obligated to someone else, and they need to work on that. They're not going to be good in any relationship until they figure that out. What else for Libra? Let's see. The sun. Yeah, I like that, because we got the sun and the moon. So this is clarity on what somebody's shenanigans are, what they're keeping in secret, what is going on in the dark. This could be a love affair right here. This could be, a third party situation that is, an affair, somebody cheating. And that's not what you want. You want to be the front and center person. You don't want to be the side piece. And you certainly don't want somebody that has these issues that can't give to even their primary relationship, that everything is an affair to them. Everything is an affair. Everything's on the down low, because it's all about strategizing and having to put themselves first and not letting anybody obligate them, because they've already been obligated enough. It has to be about me and mine. And that's what they see relationship as, is an obligation that eventually wears on them and kind of repulses them. And then they have to flee, and they need to break out and do something scandalous and in the dark and in secret, because that makes them feel alive again. Because otherwise it's just tedium and overbearing and relationships, obligation. You're not that. You're not somebody's obligation. And you don't, they might not have ever said that to you, but secretly, that's kind of a huge part of their dynamic. Is when the dust settles and when someone starts asking of them and being like, so, hey, about you and I, when, what do you think about? That's when they're like, oh, gotta go. Don't ask of me. I told you when I'm ready. Stop it. Oh my God. So this is you seeing clearly and being like, no. This sun is shedding light on all the shenanigans, on the dynamic, because you got nothing but time to think right now. This is shedding light on that and seeing it for what it is, and seeing that you're worth more than that. That you're not wanting, and standing your ground. Yes, please. Because you don't want the I'm sorry's to kick in, and that, the charming, physical stuff, and the romantic overtures and the promises and the this and that and whatever. No. Because that's just words. And they had plenty of time to be real, and they weren't. And they kept... we've got Seven of Swords and Moon here. This is someone who is keeping a lot from you, keeping secrets of you, or keeping secrets from you, doing things in secret with you, and would prefer it if your connection stayed in the dark. So while you think you might have this magical moonlit connection and this kind of really ethereal psychic bond and whatnot, you may very well, but you don't want it to always stay there. And this person does. They don't want it to be out in the open. They don't want the sunlight to shine on what you two are doing. And this is about you seeing things for what they are and realizing a new day is coming, because I don't want this anymore. I'm going to stand my ground and be real clear-headed about what someone's offering and what I want from someone's offer. And I'm going to be back in the driver's seat. And I'm going to put me first. And I'm going to look at everything with clarity and illuminate everything. You try to understand everything and see it for what it is. And this is about you moving forward with your eyes open and not getting into a situation where you're on standby for someone anymore. This had nothing to do with you, which kind of, sucks because you were involved, right? But this isn't about anything you did or didn't do. You are not going to be the first one for this person, and you're not going to be the last. This is someone, you thought this was a really great connection, and it might have been physically, but this person has kind of a pattern of doing this. So it was never about you, and it should have been. So this is about you finding someone that it can be about you. That you two have a meeting of the minds here, and you're real clear on what you want, and real clear on what someone's offering, so that you don't end up in the dark with someone and having to stay there and, we can't tell anybody about our connection. Huh. No. Oh, no. This was one and done, then. I'm not, this isn't my experience. I'm not, but you don't deserve this, and you know it. And you need to be done with this. It's time to restore order and balance and to disconnect. And it could have been a lot worse, could have been a lot better. Meh. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But that's over now. You've got time to think about it. Time to get your game face on, get a game plan, and disconnect from this. Disconnect, bring into light what was in the dark, move on, close that chapter. No more giving to somebody who just can't be bothered if you ask from them, if they can't give in return. And please stand your ground and stay where you're at with this. That's a good place to be for you, because you don't need to be charmed back in or feel obligated. You have nothing to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong here. This was not your, it's not that you weren't enough or anything like that, or that, well, if I only, there's nothing you could have done here. Now that your eyes are open and you know that you've received this news, that you're probably dealing with someone that's got more than you, in their rotation for partners and whatnot. Now you know what you're working with, and this is brighter days ahead because you see things clearly, and you're going to be pretty darn clear about what you want in the future. So there's nothing really you need to do, because you didn't do anything wrong in the first place. This kind of caught you by surprise. The only thing you need to do is not involve yourself with someone like this anymore, because they're not giving you the full picture anyway, and they're not going to make you, you're not going to feature prominently in their life. They are the only ones that are going to feature prominently in their life. So this is about you putting yourself first, and we got plenty of time to do that with the self-care and being at home, Ronageddon, So, that's for Libra. Nothing is wasted. Yes, do not beat yourself up for this. Don't sit here and feel, oh man, I wasted all this time. No, you didn't. You know why? Because you got real clear on what you want next time. What you want next time in a relationship. You're going to be real clear about who am I dealing with here. And you're going to give it some time, because you're not going to want to find out that this person has got someone else. They're married, or, you know what I mean? This is you being real clear, being very assertive and independent, and giving things time to develop before you kind of get swept away again with someone's overtures of a relationship and love, only to find out you're on the back burner constantly. Why? Oh, because I got 4 other things going on. Wait, what? All right. So, okay. Couple of things with this. This could be that, be careful, because we could have pregnancy here. Just saying. It could be that this is you learning and growing and thinking and getting ready for when we all can leave our house again. Figuring out what you want. Could be that something has started online for you already, that you're kind of dealing with someone online now, and this is behind you, and you're still dealing with this mentally and emotionally, but you're interested in somebody new. And this could also be you're working quite a bit from home, and money's going to be coming in for you as well. So a couple of things here for you too, but to be honest, the first thing that jumped at me was a kid. This could be a pregnancy. Something, I was like, okay, I'm just going to pull something for like what's coming up, and it's like, oh, hello. So this could be an unexpected pregnancy. Learning about that, having news about that. If it's not that, a new relationship who's different from this, like different in every way from this type of person. And also, it feels like steady work. Could be investing in self-care or just keeping a low profile. Self-care and work, self-care and work, self-care and work. That's all it is right now. You know what I mean? Because of what we're going through. All right, shutting up. Oh my gosh, it's 20 minutes. Okay. All right. Thank you, Libra, for stopping by. And I'm glad that you are seeing things honestly for what it is now, and you're getting pretty darn decisive, because you deserve better than this. Honestly, the cycle with this has ended. I feel like after knowing all this, without me, of course, seeing this for what it is, they can't sweet talk you anymore, and they shouldn't be able to. This might have been fun while it lasted, but now that you know what you know, you deserve better. And you know it, because this is you moving in that direction. Unless it's a sort of foretelling of a pregnancy here. Either way, onward. All right. Okay. Okay, Libra, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by.